Hello everybody, welcome back to DIY Sewing with Simply Ola. My name is Ola Gala and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be showing you how to DIY this lovely kaftan from your t-shirt pattern. I did a video on how to cut a pattern from your t-shirt. I will leave the link below. If you haven't seen that video, go and check it out because that will guide you in order for you to cut this beautiful kaftan. Without wasting much of your time, let's get into it. Here I'm just showing you what you need to make this kaftan. You will need your materials, pattern master, pattern paper, and of course tape roll. Here I've got 3 meters of fabrics, and this depends on you. It depends on how long you want it to be, and it also depends on your height. But here I'm using 3 meters. As you can see, I folded it into 2, then I folded it into another 2, making everything 4 folding in total. There I'm just trying to pin it down just to make sure all the edges are aligned together, and as you can see, I'm just showing you is 4 in total. I folded it into 2, then I folded it again, and I just tried to pin the edges down. Then I went further to place my pattern paper on it, and that's the back side, and I trace the neck out. Then there I'm trying to do the front neck because I want to have like a V shape in the neck, in the front neck. I just went ahead to align it properly and cut out the back side of it. Because I'm having a different neck for the back and the front, so I cut the back first, and I'm trying to cut the neck, the front neck now. Then what I did there was I push in the back neck, which is the materials inside. I push it in so that it won't be on my way in cutting the front neck. This side is very important. I push it inside and make sure it's down so that you don't cut it while you're cutting the front neck. So I went ahead to cut out my front neck. There I measure about 7 inches because I want it a bit low. You can go for 5, depends on how low you want it to be. I'm just showing you the outcome of the front neck and the back neck. As you can see, I have different neck for the front and the back. Then I went ahead to place the pattern paper again. There I'm trying to cut out the armhole, so I kind of push the pattern paper towards the edge of the materials before cutting the armhole. Then after that, I went ahead. I lost the clip of this video. What I did there was I cut down the hem. I cut it because I wanted it to be an open hem, so I left about 3 inches, and I went ahead to cut the remaining one down just to make it open. And I went ahead to join that part. I sewed it together. I went ahead to fold in the armhole. I sew it in such a way that there is a space because I'm going to be using elastic band so I make sure it's not properly closed, as you can see. Then that shoulder that I opened, I tried to fold it in and sew it around. Then I went ahead to sew the edges. It depends on your materials. Some materials you can just leave it like that, but in this case I went ahead to sew the edges. I folded it in with half an inch and I sewed it. Then I just paint everything together. Then I'm trying to get my bust, that depends on you. If you want it very wide, you might measure it just how wide you want it to be. But if you want it to be a little bit smart, just go ahead and make sure you measure it to your preference. You can just measure your bust round, divide it into two and add about 2 or 3 inches to it. It depends on how wide you want it to be. What I did there was I put my bust measurement after dividing it into 2 and I added another 4 inches to it, and I went ahead and joined the remaining parts. I sew it down. There I'm just cutting the elastic that we're going to use for the sleeve, because I eventually use the armhole as the sleeve. So I cut about 7 inches, 2 of it, and I went ahead, I put a pin into it and I put it inside that, or the initial armhole we cut, which is going to represent the sleeve. I was just putting it in there. After putting in the elastic, I went ahead to join the two together and I sewed the elastic on zigzag. I place it on top of each other and I use this zigzag. There I just went ahead to iron the neck, the neck area. As you can see, I just folded it in and I sew it round. You can cut another material to do the facing, but there I didn't bother at all. And here I'm just trying to show you another way of styling your kaftan. Maybe you want to wear it to church on Sunday and you just want it to look more like a church wear. So I just folded the front together and I use the pin. You can use the brooch, you can use anything you like. Just make sure it's folded in together and just pin it. And then I went ahead to wear my blazer on it, and that's me turning my kaftan into another dress entirely, like a church wear. You can wear it to office, you can wear it to wedding. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and